Hello everybody, it is Danlags, and welcome back to episode number 136 of Constructing Los Dangeles. What is up, guys? As you can see, I'm looking down at the ground. Got the awesome new way to look. I love it. Alright, so anyway, guys, I guess to celebrate the start of a brand new episode on a brand new update, we might as well do a little bit of a fireworks show there for Constructing Los Dangeles right in the middle of the city. These are my favorite kind of fireworks. These are the Flight Duration 2 star-shaped yellow fade to orange trail. I really like these. The creeper head ones are really cool as well, but it's fun messing around with these, whether it's in survival or creative. They're not that hard to build in survival, which is what I was kind of surprised by when I, first started, attempted to do that. But anyway, enough dilly-dallying. Welcome back, guys. It's been a few days since we did an episode. Obviously, this is the first episode of since TU19 has been released, so exciting time here in the city. And I want to just continue with the theme of trying to finish things that are unfinished. So I'm going to be working on this building today. We have these three nice looking, whatever you want to call them, Victorian, buildings or houses or whatever in the city, like these city style houses. So we have these, and I want to finish up this fourth one here. So, we have that all squared away. I've been kind of pondering back and forth whether I should keep this particular design for a few months, and I think I'm going to just roll with it and see what I can come up with, and that's really what I'm going to do this time around. So we'll get started, but first thing I want to do is actually I want to go ahead and grab some light gray or some gray carpet. I wanted to try something. This the roof of the museum is a little bit bland and flat, and I was thinking like how it would look if I just covered the whole thing with carpet just to see how it would look. Not only would it be good because it would cover up the glowstone, but I could also add some what are those things called, daylight sensors. I could throw some iron blocks up here and some redstone stuff just to look like that make believe, like air conditioning units and stuff like that on the roof of buildings. So it actually adds kind of a nice trim. I got this I did this on a modern house that I built, so I thought it might look good for this building as well. And actually adding that trim does look pretty good from down here, and I feel like if we cover that whole thing with gray, well, it'll look pretty good. So I'll probably get working on that very soon. So anyway, another thing I want to show you guys real quick before we do anything else is I actually did a lot of work on the stadium. I was pulled an all-nighter the other night grinding out in the stadium, and I actually went ahead and I did a lot of the interior stuff, which I'm not going to show right now since I want to kind of keep that a little bit of a surprise for now. But I actually went ahead and I did like this entire side here, replicating it to the other side of the stadium. So lots of stuff has been done. The stadium is on a grind right now. I'm looking to finish that real soon and have that finished. It's going to be a really good thing to have done. It's going to be one step closer to being able to move over to Xbox One, because I can want to finish everything that's unfinished. So like for example, this building here, this thing needs to be finished before I can switch consoles. So with that being said, let's work on something that hasn't finished yet, like this building. Alright, so I'm going to get some blocks. There is one like small glitch running around right now on this update that I will mention. There's like this thing where if you click in the inventory, I don't know if it's just an Xbox thing on 360, it might be Xbox One as well, however I doubt it. I've played a decent amount on both consoles since the update came out, and I've only really had this issue on 360. And the issue is when you just simply click X to go into inventory and creative, it kind of like freezes your game momentarily, and it kind of takes a little bit longer than it should to load up the inventory. And sometimes it was scaring me a couple times last night, because I just kept on trying to open my inventory and it would freeze my game for a second. I was like, oh my god, did my game freeze? Because I was worried that I would lose all my progress in my world, and I was like, I'm not about to have that happen because stadium grind, I don't want to lose any of my progress. So it'll probably get patched. I'm sure the developers are aware of it, and they'll probably patch it within the next few days here, a few weeks. Pretty good job by the developers lately. That was pretty cool having them kind of be a surprise. I think that was the first time that an update came out where it was a surprise that not really anyone knew that it was coming out, which was cool. So it kind of like I think when updates are when it's coming out, and like when they announce it goes into cert testing and all that stuff, I think it kind of like everyone's just waiting for it so like patiently, and everyone wants to come out. But like when they don't announce it and it just randomly comes out one morning, then you're like, whoa, okay, this is awesome, something to do today, right? Makes Minecraft really interesting. So what I want to do here is I actually want to turn this wall, because this porch here needs to end eventually, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this down a few blocks here. And I think I'm going to do like, it's going to be interesting to see where I actually decide to put this. We'll just do it right here. So the edge of the wall, let me get out quartz blocks here. Where are those again? Aha, they keep changing things around, so I got to get used to where stuff is in the inventory again. So, okay, so right here is going to be the spot for it. I take that up to there. That should be good. And then we can extend this out. And that's where the porch is going to end. So that is where I'll turn this brick. And I'm not going to use 100% brick on this build. I know brick is kind of in this texture pack. It's not my favorite block. It's not my least favorite. I was thinking about switching it out, like switching out the actual like build for a different color. Like maybe using red stained clay instead of bricks for the build. I think that might actually look pretty cool. Let's just see what it looks like in a small sample size, and I might actually convert the whole thing now that I'm, on that topic. But, we kind of have like this rainbow road here where we have like the brown house, the yellow, and the blue house. And I plan to change all those wools to stained clay as soon as possible. I might leave the yellow one wool because I actually do like yellow wool a little bit better than yellow stained clay. But as far as the brown and the light blue, I think I prefer the stained clay variant over the actual wool version. So as far as that red is concerned, I'm not so sure about it. It looks kind of like Play-Doh-ish, so maybe not. There's something about red houses that just I don't like. I mean, it just doesn't seem like a like a material that you'd use for building a house. Maybe a different color block would be better. Not brown, because we're gonna be using that on a different one. I still think it's funny that brown is like on its own page. It's so special. It got its own page. Let's try gray, just to see how that looks. Again, I'm just kind of experimenting right now. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna be using for this house. I want to try to use some different colors. This particular house, well, at least the start of it, the front of it looks really nice on PC. Bricks, well, especially in the Flows HD texture pack, bricks look really, really nice in the Flows HD texture pack. So, but then again, pretty much every block does. So, you can make an argument for every block looks good. So, I mean, you could pretty much make anything look good in that texture pack, which is what's so great about it. So, yeah, let's see here. So, how does that look with the gray instead? Not bad. I don't know. I think bricks was probably the best. I'm just going to leave it like that for now because I don't want to keep switching it back and forth. It's a waste of time. But I will choose what block I want there, once that time comes. So let's see here. I want to take this down to here. And then we're going to have this layer actually is going to be what's it called? Whoops, I actually took this one block too far. My bad. All right, let's get rid of this. So I want to just kind of lay out what the roof is going to look like. That's probably what I should do first. Instead of doing all the walls, I should lay out where the roof is going to go. So if the roof extends to here, it'll turn right here since the wall is going to be right there. To right, I guess we'll do to right there maybe. Yeah, so the roof is going to have a little bit of crossover. No big deal though. I don't have a problem with that. It's going to be a little bit weird, but it should be okay. So it's going to go up at the same level as this one. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this will be our 6 right here. Should I make this one an even number? I should have made this one an odd number in the first place. I have a problem with roofs that aren't odd numbers. So that was a mistake. Oh well. I guess we'll just continue with the theme. I'll go even. No big deal. So let's see here. We're going to go through here. But anyway, my plans for the city. I want to just talk about all the stuff. I just want to finish everything that's unfinished. So like I'm holding off on starting new projects on the city. Like I was planning on building a few things, but I'm going to wait until Xbox One to start those things up because I might be able to find a better area on like a larger world to build them. So it'll give me more flexibility. Those things include like police station, like a factory, stuff like that. So we'll see what happens as it goes. But for now, I'm just going to be working on things that aren't done yet. For example, this house, and obviously the stadium has been like my main priority. Some of the unfinished skyscrapers I'm going to finish up, and then I'm going to finally resolve what the hell I'm going to do with this area of the map because it's been too long. I've been going back and forth with a bunch of different ideas and not coming up with a solution. So I'll figure it out, guys. I just need more time to think about it. But the stadium is coming along good. I have some like new plans that I just want to keep hush hush right now. Some new stadium plans. They're cool. So when I finish building them, hopefully I'll show you them, and it should be pretty cool. You guys should like it. So, all right, with that, let's keep on filling in this roof. I'm thinking that I'm going to take this around here, and then we'll get to the question of the day. So, have a question of the day. It's a pretty good one. You know, you guys have been, you know, hitting the ball or what's the expression? Hitting the ball out of the park, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's the expression. With these question of the day lately, some pretty good ones. I've gotten a lot of great ones. So I guess we'll get to it right now once I just patch up this spot randomly. I don't know why I did that, but anyway, how's this look actually? Not too bad. This is gonna run, or this roof design is gonna like kind of run through there right now. So anyway, let's get to the question of the day. Today's question of the day is, what is the best gift you've ever received on Christmas? Possible CLD question of the day. So thank you very much for that question, and let's go ahead and answer it. So best gift I've ever received. I didn't really think about it beforehand. I just wanted to kind of see like my like reaction, because like I think like when it should come to your mind immediately, you know, like what your best gift ever was. I have a few that I can think of off the top of my head that are really cool. First off, the Hess trucks. I don't know if you guys have heard of those. Like the Hess truck, the Hess gas company, they release like those trucks every year for Christmas time. And my grandpa used to get those for us when I was younger, like for like me and my cousins. He would all get like one for each of us, and you know that was like a tradition. He would get us that same gift every single year. So those gifts were really memorable and really cool gifts, because you know when I was younger it was really fun playing with those, especially with my cousins around. So that's a great gift. Also, when I was a little bit older, I got a television for my room for the first time. So I think I was like maybe 15, maybe 14. I don't know. It was around there. It was like one of the later middle school years, like maybe 7th or 8th grade. So however old you are when, you know, you're in that grade. So I got a television for my room for the first time. I was able to connect to like my Wii and up to it, and my GameCube. This was before I played Xbox, and I didn't get an Xbox until like, you know, whenever that was. It was a while ago, but I was more of a Nintendo guy before that. But it was cool having a TV in my room, because I could like watch like Sports Center and stuff before I went to bed, and that was cool. So that was a really nice gift as well. And I would say the last one I can think of is probably Game Boy. You know, just the original Game. Like I got a Game Boy Color back in like 1999 when I was like 5 years old. So that's obviously super memorable. I still have that thing today, actually. It's like, the funny thing is it's like right over there, actually. It's like on my other table over there, so it's funny. The thing is like, what, 16 years old or 15 years, almost 16 years old, since it's only a couple days away from 2015, which is kind of nuts. 2014 is almost over. But anyway, thank you for that question. I love, you know, Christmas time is a great time of year, so I appreciate that question. Obviously, you guys can leave your question of the day submissions in the comments, like always, and I'll try to get to all of them. I'm trying to figure out where I need to take this here, so I'm thinking like right to there should be good. So yeah, so anyway, leave your question of the day submissions in the comment sections, or you can tweet at me. I do get, you know, probably, I'd say it's about 50-50 whether I take them from Twitter or the comment section. It really just depends on where I see one that I like. So again, either Twitter or comment section. Obviously, if you want to, my Twitter handle is FPSDan, and if you don't know how to spell that or anything like that, just feel free to check out the new tutorial world and check out the 4J Studios Love Garden. No, I'm just kidding. But it is there, but just a little joke. All right, so let's see here. Just gonna fill this in here like that. And speaking of that, I guess I'll talk about that a little bit. I kind of like briefly addressed it on the end of my overview video for TU19. Again, that was a really, really cool thing that 4J Studios did. And I'm not just saying that because they put me in it. I think it's just cool that for any developer to connect with their community so much. Like the fact that they actually like, built like a map based around a YouTuber's world, like, is pretty cool. Like you would never see like Call of Duty developers do that or anything like that, or like connect with the community in that level. So you gotta give props. That's a really cool thing that 4J Studios did. So you and obviously I'm really honored to be a part of that. So it was cool. It was cool to see that when the update first came out. I was just getting, the way I found out was when I had like 100 notifications on Twitter that morning when I woke up, because of you know, Stampy, people like tweeting the Stampy Lanos video at me, since you know that video is gonna get a ton of views. And yeah, it was cool. It was a cool thing. Again, I appreciate it a lot. It was a really nice honor. So yeah, with that, I guess we're working on this roof here. So again, roofs are kind of boring, so I don't want to do this too much. I want to start to work on this part a little bit more. So for this, I'm gonna kind of take it around like this, and we'll see if we can kind of come up with something good here for this design. It's not gonna be easy. All right, so it's gonna start to turn a little bit. and I want it to turn in a good spot. So let's pick a really nice spot. So how about right here? That would be perfect. So all right, we're gonna, whoops, that's not right. Controller, you're always doing me wrong here. So there we go. We're gonna take this up like that, and then this is gonna get filled in with the bricks. I don't think I'm gonna change the bricks on that one, just because I don't need to. It's already kind of like set into the design. All right. So this is gonna go up right here, and this is gonna kind of correspond. So the bricks are gonna come across right here. Yeah, and then we're gonna take them down to right there. But anyway, a lot of you guys seem like you are really enjoying this new update, which is awesome, because it's a great update. You know, it's a little bit of everything. You know, I like this update because it's like really good for both creative and survival. Sometimes when updates come out, there's like it's favored towards one side or the other. Like for example, like you know, an update will come out where there's a lot of new blocks, so that's a little bit more catered towards creative. This particular update, there was also a lot of new blocks, but there was also a lot of survival mechanics that were really cool, like added like new mobs like the Wither and the Witches and other things like baby zombies and all that stuff. So really good overall update. I would say it's up there as one of the best ones. It's probably one of the best updates since you know, the creative mode update way back in the day. I don't even remember the name of that update, but it was that was a good one. So it's like title update like 4 or something. I don't know, maybe 5. I honestly don't remember. That was back in like when was that? Like October of 2012. So it's been a while since creative mode came out for PC or for Xbox MC. I almost just said PC MC. That would be incorrect. All right, so this is gonna wrap around through here. I believe so. This is gonna be, yeah, okay. And then the slabs run across here. So we're gonna have these slabs run through here like this, and this is gonna wrap all the way around. And then it should run really nice and smooth right under that. So this is starting to actually come along pretty good. I like the way this is looking. We're gonna have to add some sort of fancy schmancy roof up here. Something along the lines of that. Again, I don't want it to be like insanely tall, but I think we're making some halfway decent progress. I'm wondering if I should extend the height of this roof back there by a couple blocks. I think I might actually do that, just so it kind of accentuates itself a little bit. Let's see here. Let's just experiment that possible idea. So let's say I jumped it up. Well, that would make it an even number, I believe. So we'll go. That would make it even. So I believe adding 3 would make it odd. Let's confirm that. All right. So, well, I guess it doesn't really matter how many you add. All right. So let's put that there. Let's go like this. And this can be that. How much taller is that going to be too tall? And that might be a little bit too much. I'm going to trim that 1 block here. See how it'll look if I do it like this. How's that going to look? Let's just kind of give myself a little bit of a sample from the front, because that's really what it matters. Like, I just want it to look good from the front. And just, you know, have it be structurally sound and then just look good from the front. So that looks pretty good. I think that'll be good. All right, so with that being done, let's just take this around. You know, I'm just gonna fill this in with bricks for now. Again, like I said earlier, I'll figure out a block if I want to keep the bricks or not. I'll figure that out later. This is gonna be a full quartz block going up. All right, so we're gonna take this all the way up like this, and there we go. All right, not bad. That kind of fits itself right in there, just nice and snug. Whoop, wrong block. Let's just get rid of that. All right, and there we go. I would say one of my favorite. Obviously, my favorite new feature of this update, I think I pretty much kind of covered that, and is the daylight cycle feature. The daylight cycle feature is really clutch, especially for this series, because I don't have to stop to sleep at all. So it allows me to have a little bit more time. Like each episode, it definitely is going to up my productivity. Another thing that I think would be cool if they added soon would be like a weather toggling option. So, you know, if they can add something like daylight pausing, they can also add something like weather toggle, because it will still rain even though the time is stopped in the world. It still does rain, which is a little bit annoying, but honestly, I would expect them. I wouldn't be surprised at all if in the next update there was a weather toggling feature that you know, allowed you to turn off rain or whatever like that permanently. So that would be great. That would be something I would wish for the next update. I know I don't want to be talking about the next update already, but you know, just a thought that I had in my mind. And then obviously There's some other things that are kind of going around, like the stained glass glitch. I don't know if anybody I talked about that briefly on my other video. It's kind of an interesting thing, like how the stained glass is technically programmed into the game, but it hasn't been released yet. So I think that's interesting. I think that's really interesting, and I'm wondering if they might like add it in, you know, as like maybe like a bug fix. So that would be really cool. I think stained glass would be awesome. It would be really great for my world in particular, because I could use gray stained glass and black stained glass really to act as like tinted windows for skyscrapers and stuff like that. So that would look really nice. And really just stained glass in general is just a cool block that I know a lot of people use on PC. So that would be really awesome. Obviously that, and then the weather toggling would be two things that I would really love to see in the next update. And I don't know why I'm talking about the next update, but you know what? It was in my mind, so we'll do it anyway. So anyway, guys, I'm getting ready to close out this episode. Thank you everybody for watching. This comes along pretty good. I think this design in general is going to be just fine. So I'm gonna have this roof come down. I'm gonna add like another thing in the back here so it, you know, kind of lines up with the other houses. And then this right here, I might actually open this back up again for a road. I was thinking about doing that. So my plans for this world, you know, continue to change, but eventually, you know, everything will work itself out. So with that being said, guys, thank you very much for watching. I think this building got a little bit of progress here, which is, you know, what I'm happy about. So let me just fill this in real quick, and then we'll be out of here, guys. So again, leave your question of the day, submissions. Give it a like if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if you're new, all that stuff. And it's been Dan Lags. I'm going to shoot off some more fireworks before we close this out, because those things are awesome. Let's do all 5 of them at once, because I think that would be really cool. So here we go. Let's go like rapid fire. Place all of them. Look at that. I love it. Fireworks are awesome. So anyway, guys, this building is starting to come together a little bit. I like it. And with that, thanks for watching, guys. It's been Dan Lags. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace out.